I too am strange and unusual.
But you're not complicated though, right?
That's from Beetlejuice.
Call back.
All right, so we should get into bottom of the Billboard.
Sure, let's do it.
Fucking do it.
I kept on forgetting the name of the song, and now I remember now.
I forgot too when I sent Aaron the text yesterday. I said "Small Tides" by Umphrey. He's, do you mean "Small Strides"? And I was like, that's the one.
What album is this off of?
This is one of their newest singles.
Do we have the album name, boys?
2022.
It's just a single.
Waiting for a Friend.
Waiting for a Friend is the it's a full album. I thought it was just a single release.
Full album.
They come out with an album like every year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I will say that I chose this one because obviously you're going to be on, and I know the people that will watch this episode will appreciate some Umphrey's stuff, and yeah. So
Asking for a Friend, not Waiting for a Friend. Sorry.
asking for a friend.
I was close.
And it just came out, you said?
2022, apparently.
Oh, wow.
I think like March it came out.
And the whole album came out.
They haven't released the full album on Apple Music.
Oh, this is the... Okay,
They're doing singles.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah. So I will say this is not my favorite Umphrey's tune.
Yeah.
But I love the way these guys are, like, they're so... They exercise so much restraint in their songs, you know? You listen to the guitar parts and like just like how layered and textured everything is in this song. It's like, and it just kind of slowly builds over time. There's like a new element being added, which is like kind of like the dance music stuff that you like. So there's like kind of a similar, I think, build when it comes to the way that the song is arranged. Never gets too complicated or anything, but it's so well structured, I thought.
Right.
Lyrically doesn't really do anything for me, and melodically there's not like a hook that catches out that stands out to me at all.
There was a jam towards the end that were like, that's when they were like,
yeah, flexing a bit.
They flexed a little bit, and you're like, oh my god,
yeah,
it's them.
Yeah, totally.
It's who I know they are, or whatever.
Exactly.
That moment of, if you showed that to somebody, like, hey, this is Umphrey's, they'd be like, okay, cool, like a rock, 2000s, prog band singing. Cool. And then all of a sudden you're like, Jesus, all right, they got some layers. But then you're like, you have no idea, man. And that's how the conversation would go. Like,
yeah, it's a good introduction.
They show you a little bit of like, yeah, we got some sick stuff.
Yeah.
But they hold it back. They are very well restrained.
Big time. And especially Jake Sininger, and like just the way that you know that he's so like just capable of anything,
right?
And he's just like sitting back playing like little funk lines and like little, you know what I mean? It's so
singing backups,
it's so well, just I don't know, well done across the board. I thought. What'd you think, Bill?
Can we get a runtime on how long it was too? I'm just curious.
It's like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah, so for an Umphrey song. Yeah,
no,
might not even be 4 minutes.
I'm just trying to say, like, I think when they actually like jam at it, like the amphitheater is coming up in a couple months, or in June.
You're right.
It's going to be like incredible. But I have a love-hate relationship with Umphrey's McGee's studio albums because it's like I've seen them over 40 times. Like they're incredible live, and then you get to the albums, and I'm just like, I know what this is gonna be, but it's okay now. But I will say the way that everything sits in the mix, we listen on headphones and everything like that. I don't know how they do it, but it feels like to me that you could just eat the sound.
Yeah,
it's such a weird sensation, but like it's just so chunky.
Yeah,
does that make any sense?
Yeah, 100%. It's like
just well
thick
put,
and textured,
well put together,
and it's like everything's in its right spot.
Yeah.
So I do like that about this. Brendan Bayless, if you're watching, I love you. I've talked to you in person several times, but like, man, that when those fucking Bayless ballads come out, that's when you go get a beer.
That's a bathroom break song.
That's a bathroom break. Like you love No Diablo, and
I
I'm
love
just
that
like,
song. Yeah,
that's everybody's least favorite song. They all go fucking.
I bet some
smoke a
people that
joint
tell me that was
outside.
their favorite song by Umphrey.
Huh?
I've had some people tell me that's their favorite Umphrey song.
Well, sometimes I guess I don't know, but I'm just trying to say that I think that it's great it's great during Jake Sininger's going like that heavy guitar part, but
that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
I like Wizard Burial Ground.
Yes, fuck yes, I love that song. That's a deep cut too, because like I fucking love that song. But when Bayless is hamming, so. It's a love-hate thing, because I know if I saw it live, I'm like, this fucking song rules, but it's because it's going to be 10 minutes of that jam,
Yeah,
and then 3 minutes of him singing.
It's like 10 different bands too, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like when you go hear them live, you're like, whoa, okay, oh my God. And then they're doing Van Halen at the end. And
Oh,
you're
fuck
like,
yeah. They
who's
did
singing? The drummer's singing.
Yeah, they
Are
did
you
Hot for
serious?
Teacher at fucking Bear Creek. They opened with it. I'm like, fuck yeah.
They
this
did
band.
Panama and St. Augustine.
Yeah.
He's just ripped.
Oh, they're huge fucking Van Halen fans.
And he
too.
loves AC/DC too.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Senator will just do Highway to Hell riff for 2 seconds.
I mean, we could go on and on
Yeah.
about their covers and everything that they do, but
yeah.
I would say what was really interesting too is I listened to this through my headphones and everything, and then I was also looking at it again on YouTube and like the suggested videos, like if you like this and you'll love Dave Matthews. I was like, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like in the beginning.
It doesn't sound like that to me at all.
It does, 100%.
I don't.
Do you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like if Dave Matthews and Genesis had a baby, is what it sounds like.
Okay, I could appreciate
It
that.
sounds-
I
what's-
could see the Genesis part.
What's the song? The Land of Confusion.
Yeah.
yeah. It kind of
That's a
sounds
good
like
song.
that a little bit.
Yeah. For sure.
But
Yeah.
with Dave Matthews singing over it.
I don't hear the Dave Matthews comparison.
Brendan Bayliss
with
kinda
Brendan-
sounds like Dave Matthews.
Brendan Bayliss' voice. I don't hear. Do you hear the Dave Matthews influence in that?
I think Brendan sounds like Brendan. I can't really
Yeah.
put him on anybody.
Br-
Just me though.
Billy said not his vocal sound so much, just more of like the way that he sings.
Yeah,
is
like
what
the
he's
nonstop
talking about.
lyrics and everything like that. And then as soon as he stops singing, and I'm not trying to say he's a bad singer or he even has bad lyrics, but then the fucking band jams and it's the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a reason why you don't jam with lyrics. So
Well, people say the same thing about Fish too, where you're just
yeah,
going like,
that is also true.
That's.
as
I
well.
will say that about Fish.
talking
Fish-
about
when are they
animals
gonna
hanging
jam?
out. Yeah,
when are they
that's-
going to jam?
Yeah,
Like,
just jam.
That's how all their fans feel
Fucking
too.
jam.
I feel
You're a
like.
jam band jam.
Yeah.
Fucking Disco Biscuits, that's my favorite jam band. And like, as soon as they start singing, everyone's like, just fucking, they're the worst at singing.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the Umpphreys is as much of a jam band as like those guys are.
You've never seen them live.
I've never seen them live.
you don't know
but
what you're talking
I've
about.
watched a lot of live videos though, and
Yeah.
I think that it's still much more like not as. I think that their jams are much more planned out than it is like with Fish or Disco Biscuits.
Oh yeah,
you know,
like it's more type 1 instead of
Yeah.
type 2. Yeah, I would definitely say that, but also it's because they're so good at being that tight that you wouldn't think that it's them coming up with it on the spot.
True, yeah.
Because that's what they are. I don't know how many times you've seen them, but like I've seen them like as close as you can, like fucking front row, like at least 40 times.
I feel like it's like a mix of like type 1, type 2, where like there's a type 1 vibe to it
Yeah.
because they're in a section, but Joel's soloing and Joel can do whatever he wants. And if Joel like hammers on a chord a lot, they might go to this chord for a little bit. Like I've like hear them go for a little bit and they're like, all right, back to the thing again. And then they're like head riff, next part, or next part. And you're like, they didn't do anything to go to the next part.
And they got all these signs and stuff. And they
Signs in the mic.
They used to do, what was it?
Jake will turn around to the mic and be like, "Hey," and I'll go to A.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the?
But they used to have like the bowl, the Umphrey's bowl. I can't, if you can look it up, I can't remember what the name of it was, but they did it in Chicago every year. That's where they're from.
Yeah.
But I think it was called. But they had like 4 quarters, and they had like Jimmy Stewart. Like their whole concept of having fans and everything, they've nailed it.
Oh yeah, that's like the business model that I
And they've been a band for
theirs
over
sure.
20 years and everything like that. And it's really cool that they are like still making new music that's like relevant, that doesn't sound like they're selling out or anything like that.
Right.
So yeah, 100%. Like I'll put it on.
Put it on the list.
Put on like damn near every Umphrey's McGee song except for No Diablo.
No, it's a great song.
No deal.
Is it though? Is it?
All right, so it makes the list.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it
Sweet.
makes a Billboard.
So,
Hold after Billboard.
oh.